Hello, everyone. Welcome to Secrets of Saltmarsh. This is our Ghosts of Saltmarsh Patreon campaign brought to you by all these lovely people that you see on the screen. They are all Patreons. If you want to see what you can get for being a Patreon, you can check out that link there in the chat. All of our one-shots, three-shots, marathons are possible on this channel because of lovely folks like the ones that you see here. And thank you so much for all of your continued support. We also have a YouTube. You can check out all of our previous episodes for all of our campaigns on our YouTube. Link is there in chat. If you would like to interact with the game, there's a couple of ways you can do so. You can redeem channel points for free, which you get for just hanging out, chatting, doing all that fun stuff, which will turn it into a blessing or reroll or advantage die to the player of your choice. If you'd like to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things. And we're gonna just jump right into it. Actually, I'm thinking of a number 1 through 100.
69.
68.
How dare you?
12.
Okay.
93.
34. Oh.
All right. Hold on, math. Fuck, why did I do this one? Okay. Zombie, you're closest. All right.
Damn it.
Thank you so much for the bits, Godfather. All right. So
How
you
dare
get a
you.
draw from the deck of many things. All you have to do is tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay.
That's what I get for trying to be fast.
All right. We're going to go around and reintroduce ourselves. Please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and give us a little refresher about your character. Tell us a little fun fact about them. We'll start off with Emma Panada.
Hi, I'm Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. I am also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches. You can find more information about that at allthewitches_ on Twitter. I have a second project I'm working on that I'm not supposed to talk about, but I'm really, really excited about it and can't wait to talk about it more. And yeah, I play Arlen Ruvalath. She is a cleric warlock and the captain of the Sea Lily, which is our ship. And she pretends to know what she's doing, and she pretends to be a big famous adventurer, basically, but she's been faking it the entire time and making terrible decisions, and I'm sure all of that will come and bite her in the butt at some point. Fun fact is her skin is now gold rather than pink.
Yeah, that was very fun. Thank you so much. Next, we have GeekDice.
Hey folks, I'm Sean, or GeekDice. I don't exist anywhere on the internet other than Stella Luna's TV chat or Twitch channel, so that's where you'll find me. I am once again playing KayBee. KayBee is a house spirit, also known as a brownie, or in the speech of the Fae people, Fenadiri. He is an artificer, he's a wizard, he's a small boy, old boy, and he is a loyal knight. He is perhaps a wandering adventurer. He now finds himself in the midst of brave and stalwart adventurers, and he believes in them. He's committed. This crew is his new family.
Oh, I'm so happy to have KayBee back. Thank you so much. Next, we have GodfatherWraith.
Hey, I'm GodfatherWraith, V_ESG, but you can call me Godfather, GodfatherWraith, Wraith, Tim, pretty much anything you want except late for dinner. I'm playing Garen. He's a human rogue, former member of the Catacomb Royal Army. He was a scout, and now he's an adventurer who's really good at making things dead. Now, a fun fact about
And
Garen,
opening doors.
And opening doors when Arlen lets him. And a fun fact about Garen is he doesn't cast a shadow.
Yeah, I wonder what's up with that.
Right?
Okay, thank you so much. Next, we have Endicarus.
Hi, everybody. I'm John, also known as Endicarus, and you can find me on lots of places on the web. If you like to look at vegan cooking pictures, check me out on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. If you like to check out some homemade games, you can check out my itch.io channel. And I play Pole of Ammonfort, who is a naive, vegan, pacifist warlock whose patron is Heward. A fun fact about him is that he has a familiar, but he doesn't.
I keep taking it away from you. Poor Penny. Thank you so much. Next we have Zombie.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie. I'm Z. I'm one of the 3 names you like to call me. I am the Lore Keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips, so that's up to your own discretion. Today I play Finn Carson, who's a ranger researcher who's had a bit of a traumatic backstory-ish, sort of in his life. Always sort of surrounded by undead of all kinds of sorts. Was thought to, until recent episodes, was thought to be the only person who really survived in his village when it got ravished by the undead and such. And so yeah, and he's had other tragedies in his life that have somewhat been uncovered. Some know of the locket and what pertains inside of the locket that he always carries around with him. As far as me goes, you can follow me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. If you go there, there's a little pin tweet that I have there of a business card made by the wonderful Lady May, who is awesome, and you should go check her out as well. I do audio editing, video editing, Twitch clipping, and if you think I can be good enough for any of those, got a little bit of a portfolio I could show you and show you what I can do. Yeah, one last thing I want to do, and I want to promote this, and I'll probably promote this at the end too, but I have the Ranger shirt because I am a Ranger in this game, and it works. From Dungeon Dame, who has started a D&D class T-shirt set. So there's some up there. Go check them out. They're amazing. They're great. I got this one and I got a wizard one because I've been trying to dabble in being doing wizard classes, so it fits really well with that. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask Dame to make a DM one, and then that'll be my uniform whenever I'm done DMing.
Heck yeah.
Damn it, get your bag.
Get like 3 different colors, 1, 3, maybe even 5 different colors, 1 for each day of the week.
Oh no, I'll get like all black ones, and then the day that I'm wearing the red one. Ooh, what does it mean? Oh, what's gonna happen? Only one way to find out.
Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh no, red, run!"
It's like, today I'll be rolling physical dice, Stella. I rolled a nat 20. Wow, another nat 20, huh? Nat 20. Okay. So just to recap what happened last time, we have adventured our way to Abbey Isle, and we made our way through the sand dunes. There we had an encounter with the undead as they were popping out of the sand, trying to surround the group. Pole had managed to cast a very ingenious spell, illusion of a convincing sort that was able to help draw some of the undead away. And the group of you made it through to the burned remains of the Abbey. As you went to the Abbey, you all single file entered into the dark basement that remains. The rest of the building has been burned to a char, and it's completely destroyed. In the basement, you found a number of people, and unfortunately, despite numerous attempts of trying to talk them into diplomacy and trying to diffuse the situation, it only seemed to get worse and worse. More or less, what you know is that the people here in the charred dungeons underneath the Abbey, they seem to have something against pirates, and despite your attempts to try to convince them that you're not pirates, the mention of the Saltmarsh Council did not seem to dissuade them, and they continued to choose violence until they died by your hand. The group of you have surfaced again. You are now surface level. All around you are the blackened remains of what was once a proud building of worship. You can see that there are broken pews. Litter and debris has been gathered in large heaps. As the group of you are standing here, you see that the sky is beginning to darken, and soon nightfall will be upon you. Among you, there is another individual. You see this gaunt man wearing dark robes. And as he looks over you... Hold on. This is bad music. Okay. As he looks over you, you can see that he still has remains of blood and viscera clinging to his palm, where he literally touched one of the cultists and melted them with 50 points of inflict wounds damage. You literally turned someone into a bloody pulp before your eyes. They were a turncoat. They turned the tide and joined your side. But other than him, there was another individual that I believe it was Finn. One person noticed that someone had turned invisible and was beginning to leave. Was that Garen?
Yeah, because he was flirting with Garen right before he turned invisible.
Gotcha. Okay, so Garen, you're the only one who knows that there was someone who cast an invisibility spell and they slipped away.
Well, Arlen did notice something invisible going past them. I remember that.
Okay.
But nothing more.
All right. So you're all standing in the open air. You can see that the sky is turning this ugly gray purple hue. What would you like to do?
What do you think, Captain? You want to rest? Or you want to go back to the ship?
No, there's still more that we need to look at down there. There are more people, right? And she kind of looks towards the dude.
Odium, Odium, looks to you, and you can see that he's still in a frenzied state. And he seems fascinated by the blood on his hand. He looks at you and he says, "What? No, I think that was the majority of everyone. If there's anyone left, then maybe they've already run. I will admit that this is not my headquarters. I wasn't from here, but you've made some good work of them."
How long have you been here?
Only about 2 weeks.
How did you get here? I thought it was pretty difficult to get to this place.
He looks down at you. You are wearing the golden necklace, correct?
Oh, the big... Yeah.
Yeah, so around Arlen's neck is this golden medallion that she had looted off of the priest that was leading this group. You see a twinkle in Odium's eye as he looks down at it. Can I get perception checks from everybody? Okay, that's a 6 from Arlen, 24 from Garen, 7 from Pole, 20 from Finn.
I'd like to use my blessing.
Okay. This is at advantage. Wow, 21. Didn't even need it. Okay. So Garen, Finn, and KayBee, it is at this time that you feel a whoosh of air. It's very, very subtle. It's almost as if something has moved alongside you. It is not a breeze. It is not the wind. Something unseen moves among you.
Can I help
Aaron's-
you? Arlen says to the guy while he's just looking at the medallion.
Well, let's just say that we have certain ways about the Isle. Ways that help us maneuver it with a little more ease than would otherwise.
That has to do with this?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Would you care to explain more?
It is blessed with protection magic from the undead of this place.
Oh. And how does that work exactly? The undead just won't attack you?
Yes. They will perceive you to not be a threat.
That is handy. Only me or people with me as well?
If they are close enough, then the undead will not be drawn to you or your party.
That's good to know. Well, I suppose that we should rest here, catch our breath for a moment, and then investigate the rest of the basement just to be sure we cover all of our bases.
Would Garen be able to put 2 and 2 together, being that he knows somebody went invisible and he's feeling their movement?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And I suppose as Arlen's talking with Odium, Garen would look around. Show yourself, I know you're here.
Well then, I suppose I might as well. And you see, with a whoosh, an individual becomes apparent before you. Standing, leaning against a charred beam, is a middle-aged man. He has long brown hair that's pulled back into a bun. He's wearing silk tunic as a top. And he's very well dressed. You see that he has a rapier on his hip. And he is certainly much better off than any of the other people that you saw below. He cups a goatee on his chin and he says, I was wondering what would happen down below, but it seems that you are quite formidable. And I see that you've cozied up with Odium here.
Yes, and I apologize. Who are you?
My name is Bayleaf. I'm a mercenary.
Good to meet you, Bayleaf. And what were you doing here?
He was brought here to train our initiates, I so believe.
Alright, so let's talk about that for a moment. Your initiates for what?
Our order.
The Order of...
We serve the Singing Sister.
And she is...
Why do you want to know so much?
I'm a student of various religions. A new one is interesting to me.
The Singing Sister is a maiden of great depth and insight. She sees many things. Things that we mortals cannot. And you see him pull from his robes what appears to be a handheld looking glass. It is silver, and the mirror of it seems to be a bit dull. But as he pulls it out, pull for a split second as he's kind of turning his wrist to show the item off, you swear you see Penny Sprinkle in the reflection.
Hey! Show me that again.
Oh, all right. No need to raise your voice. He leans forward and shows it to you.
Can I see Penny Sprinkle again?
He kind of like doesn't move it around. He just holds it in front of your face. Looking at it dead on, you don't see Penny.
Move it to the side. Just turn it a little bit.
All right. And he begins to twist, and you see kind of off to your shoulder to the side is Penny hovering nearby, looking around, nervous, and she locks eyes with you.
I'll find you, Penny. Just wait. I'll find you.
Oh, do you see someone? Someone special, someone important?
Yeah, what kind of mirror is that? Just a regular mirror.
No, this is not a regular mirror. This is one of the many trinkets given to those loyal to the singing sister. You see, this allows you to perceive into... Why did Zoom do that? Okay, this allows you to perceive into other realms. Planes that overlay our own.
How much you want for it?
Oh, this, well, He taps his fingers on it, kind of turning it in his hand. How about this? I'll give it to you if you guarantee me passage off of this isle and into Saltmarsh. Allow me to just slip away into the night.
Well, I'm not in charge here, so I can't promise that. But I'll ask my boss. Arlene, can we
Absolutely.
promise this guy that he can go so I can have this thing? I can see penny sprinkle in there. I think it might help me go back.
I think it might be prudent, however, if we actually introduced ourselves to this individual.
Oh, I don't need to know your names. I just want to get out of here.
And
All right. Yes, I have a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Well, it seems that it's starting to get dark. Do you want to set up camp here or go downstairs and back into the blood and the shadow?
Well, we can rest here a bit longer and then go down as it's getting dark. But a couple of questions. How did you come to learn about the singing sister?
Oh, you could say that I was born into it. You see, I come from a long line of servants.
And did you grow up here? Or
Oh no, I'm from the free city of Greyhawk.
and why did you come here?
It was told to me by my superiors that I must see to the abbey and make sure that proper training was to take hand. And he looks over at Bayleaf, and Bayleaf shrugs a shoulder. It's not my fault that everyone died. I'm simply hired help here. I don't care, one way or another, what happens to these people. I just want to get paid.
All right. And how do you feel about a lighthouse being built on this island? Do you care one way or another?
I don't care. Well, I don't think that I have much of a preference either. I just want to get out of here.
And why exactly do you want to get out of here?
Well, it's obvious that this location has failed. These individuals were getting on my nerves. Osmandius was a poor leader. A fate well deserved, honestly. They just went straight to violence. They didn't even want to talk.
All right. Well, here's the deal. We'll see you safely off this island and into Saltmarsh. You'll give your little looking glass the pole here, and neither you or any of us will harm the other. Sound like a plan?
Oh, absolutely. You'll never see or hear from me ever again. And here, he holds the looking glass out to Pole. You can have it right now, a sign of good faith from me.
Thanks. Thanks, Arlen. It's wonderful.
Yeah, as you're beginning to twist around, you can see that Penny seems to be occupying a space somewhere behind your head within arm's reach. When you turn around to look, she's not there, but you see her reflection. She doesn't seem to see you, though.
All right. Well, we will rest here until the morning, and then we'll head back to Saltmarsh.
That'll be appreciated.
Very good. The night begins to draw in. You set up a
I
fire.
do want to explore the rest of that basement, though.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Bayleaf says, well, how about this? You're interested in exploring the basement, and I happen to know a thing or two of its secrets. I'll show you a hidden passageway if you also take me with you off of this aisle.
Sounds fair enough. Same rules and conditions apply.
Oh, yes, I have no need. Oh, I hope it was evident enough when the fight broke out, and I simply whisked myself away. Not my problem, not my business, you know?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. One of you makes a fire, and you begin to set up camp on the surface in the bones of this dead, burned place. Is there anything anyone wants to do before you hunker down for the night? And I'll assume that you guys do watch and all of that.
Captain,
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like, are they good guys? They don't really seem like good guys, if you ask me.
Well, they're part of a larger... Well, one of them's just a mercenary. So no worse than us, I suppose. And the other is part of a larger religious network that I don't know much about, but they were just on this island alone, not doing much of anything. They were afraid of pirates, so I'm imagining their religion is a bit more neutral, but I'm not entirely sure.
It almost seems like part of the story is missing. I don't know.
It does
Well-
seem a little odd off, but
If we
I just-
find anything in the basement, then we can rethink things. But for now, they helped us, and I am a person of my word, and I will see them to safety.
Yeah, Odium helped us, and Bayleaf, at the very least, did nothing to hinder.
Yeah,
Very well
true.
could have.
Oh, okay. Hey, Paul, can I help you look at that thing? Maybe we can figure out what it does.
What? Oh, sure. He's kind of engrossed in looking at it. Wasn't really paying
Let me get my
attention.
spell book. We'll use some magic.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's do that.
So I spread out my blanket, and I've got my relatively new, seldom used wizard spell book. I lay it out and I flip to the page for the identify spell, and I practice the moves a little bit because I'm not that much of a wizard, and going to cast the identify spell and,
Okay.
and try to look at this mirror and truly understand what it does and help Paul understand
Okay.
what it might do. And I'm looking for Penny Sprinkle. I don't know.
As you're looking for Penny Sprinkle, you can also see Penny. From your identify spell here, you are able to divine that this is a mirror of astral sight. You are able to peer into a limited distance of the astral plane, and it seems that Penny somehow was transported that way and seems to be stuck.
Here, let me hold the mirror for you. Back up just a little bit, and I'll go like this. Okay, right now you're hugging her.
Oh, nice. Penny.
Penny seems unharmed. Penny seems to be a little sickly, but doesn't have any wounds. And you notice that every time Pole talks, she looks around almost as if she can barely hear you, and she shifts so that she's following Pole. So she's not too far away. she's there, but not there, you know?
So casting the identify spell, do we know, besides looking into the other realms, the astral realms, etc., is there any other feature?
Mm-mm. It has basically like a view distance of like 10 feet, so it's not very far at all.
Okay, thanks.
Anything else before the day comes?
Basement.
Okay. Did you want to have like a full rest before like go in first thing in the morning, or do you want to just do like a short rest?
With you asking that, I'll do a full rest.
Okay. 8 hours pass by. After you have breakfast and you pick up camp, the group of you begin to make your way back underground.
Before we go,
Yes.
Paul wants to get everyone excited about this new part of the adventure we're going on because we're the best and we're all awesome. So he's going to use the inspiring leader feature so that everyone can have some temporary hit points.
Sounds good. So it's going to be level plus your charisma modifier. How much is that?
That's 10.
Wow.
Nice.
Cool. So everybody has 10
Nice.
temporary hit points.
I will take that. Thank you.
So as the group of you make your way back down, the bodies are slowly rotting away. You see Bayleaf kind of move into the center of the room, put his hands on his hips, and he looks around and he says, "Could have made something out of them, but no hair off my back." And then Odium kind of creeps in, looking around, peering over the corners. "It seems quiet to me. No one else is here."
That doesn't mean nothing else is here, though.
"I heard of passageways hidden in this place. Tunnels that go beneath the dungeons. Perhaps there's treasure there."
But you said you knew where they were.
"Oh, I know the beginning of it, but I haven't explored it, so to speak."
Alright, well, let's take a look.
Okay, so you do see that some of the doors are already open. What you can see are the open doors. But literally none of the rooms have been explored. The party did not leave this specific room for the combat.
Let's take a look around these rooms before we go looking in the tunnels.
Okay. So you all split up and go into different rooms. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll start with Garen.
Oh no.
It's gonna be fine. Garen, you open this door here. You find that this chamber reeks of wine. Small kegs are scattered everywhere. A floor-to-ceiling wine rack filled with bottles dominates the southern wall. A crudely made pallet of rags and sacks covers the center of the room. It appears to be someone's bedroom.
Right. Presumably that someone is no longer going to be using it. Garen would grab one of the bottles of wine.
Okay. Go ahead and add Saltmarsh wine to your inventory.
Okay. And then step back out.
Did you
Just
want to look
wine.
around, or is?
Oh. Yeah, I guess he'd take a closer look.
Okay, go ahead and roll me investigation.
Investigation or perception?
Perception would be to just like look around. Investigation is like digging.
Oh, it's still a good roll. 19.
Okay, 19. You find hidden in the folds of the blanket here, which is very foul smelling, there is 25 gold and a dagger with a laminated whalebone handle and scabbard. You also find a high-quality suit of studded leather armor and a pair of sturdy leather boots in one of the kegs.
Ooh. All right. Hopefully someone wrote that down because I can't type fast enough.
No sweat. I got it. Okay.
Okay.
So KayBee, as you're making your way into that room, you see Odium kind of creepy crawling up behind you.
Ah,
He says, "Oh, this is my quarters." You see that this
Oh.
room contains small statues and figurines. There are statues of dogs and horses, monks and pilgrims, footmen and knights on horseback, and several garden gnomes. All the statues are between 1 and 3 feet tall. Standing against the northern wall are 2 life-sized statues. One is a robed skeleton holding a large scythe, and the other is a Medusa. On the floor in front of these statues is a pallet of several blankets.
so these small statues are scattered around the room. Are they organized?
They are not organized. The only that are organized are the 2 life-size, very large ones. Everything else is like 3 feet or under.
And is there bedding in there?
Yeah,
You said it's his
it's
chambers.
right in front of the 2 statues in the back.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't know. You've been staying here with all these people, I guess, huh?
Oh, these are all of my friends. I've come to know them each quite well. And he gestures to the statues in front of him.
Oh, that's interesting.
I look at it. I look at the statues in close detail. Do they look like something has been recently crafted and manufactured, or are they lifelike? I'm kind of concerned about the Medusa-like statue. It's like, ooh.
You notice that the statues are all really ugly. They are not well made whatsoever. And the 2 life-size statues are easily 700 pounds each. You notice that they have evidence of wear down by the floor. It seems that they have recently been moved.
Do they move around? Is that like they play a game or something?
Oh, no, they don't. They keep my things safe.
Do I know of magic, artificer, magic or otherwise, that could do something like this?
Probably, but you see him reach down and he presses a hidden button and a compartment opens at the bottom of the statue. You see that there are several scrolls, a gilded tome, and a large silver symbol. And he begins to pick each one of those things up and shove them into a bag.
Yeah, I don't know this guy from Adam, but I guess I'm still, as I indicated to Harlan, I'm a little bit suspicious about this character. From the way that he's presenting his narrative, does it seem to be truthful?
It's hard to tell. Roll me insight check. That's a 2. So as you are kind of looking at him, it's really hard to tell. He's a very strange individual. But what I can tell you, because you're so suspicious here, the symbol that he stuffs away, it appears to be some kind of a mouth. You don't get to see the finer details, but you could swear that it looks like it was an open mouth with lips parted.
Alrighty then.
I just kind of back away from the door.
Okay. He seems to continue packing as you back off. Move over to Finn. Finn, you peer in and you see that this room is full of kegs, bags, and boxes. There's a rough cot in one corner and a great deal of clutter everywhere. Except for the cot, this appears to be nothing more than a disorganized storage room.
All right, just it looks like to be more beer and such in here. It doesn't seem like there's much in here at all. I guess. Ooh, does it look bigger from out here? Like there's more behind the stuff, or does it just look like can I basically see the whole room from where
You
I'm
can
standing?
basically see the room. You can investigate further if you want. You're just standing at the door right now. You see that there's a bunch of like containers. One of them's open, and you see that there's just a bunch of rice in it.
Yeah. I mean, may as well for the sake of being thorough. May as well step in to see if I see anything else of note.
Okay, roll me investigation. Okay. With a 4, I'm going to say that you can't find anything.
Okay. With that, he'll just leave then.
Okay.
Not finding really much of anything.
Okay, Arlen. You open this door here.
While I'm searching around, could I also roll a religion check to see if I've heard of this Singing Sisters religion before?
Yeah, go ahead and roll at disadvantage because this is an obscure sect.
Can I use my blessing to just make it normal?
Yeah.
Darn.
Okay, what did you get?
A
12. Okay, I'm going to say with a 12, you are unsure.
Yeah, that's fine.
You need more information to extrapolate. So as you enter into this room here, you see that this room has been cleared of all debris. It's probably the closest that you have seen to being cleanest. You see that there are 3 walls heavily curtained with draperies of thick black velvet, and the east wall is decorated with a horrible mural depicting a red dragon devouring sheep. Near the west wall is a stone table which a large iron brazier burns. The table has been scrubbed and scoured, but it has many odd discolorations and scorch marks. A half-melted statue and 2 badly damaged candlesticks sit near the brazier.
The fire is going in the brazier.
They are currently lit, yeah.
Can I light the candles?
Yes, they seem very badly damaged. So as you pick up one, it kind of breaks in your hand, and the other one lights up.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of like poke behind the curtains and look around.
Okay. Roll me perception.
I would love to roll you perception.
11. Okay. There's something weird about this room, but you just can't figure out what.
Okay. I'm gonna leave, and as I leave, I'll say, there's something weird about that room.
And Bayleaf strides up and he says, "Oh, yes, the secret passage is in there. Let me show you."
Oh, all right.
Okay. Meanwhile, Garen, are you going up to another door here?
Yes.
Okay.
But I was hoping Garen would find the entrance and steal his thunder.
Gotta be faster. Okay, so as you open this door here, flap. Okay, you see that this is a kitchen. A large cauldron filled with smoldering charcoal burns in the center of this room. Assorted cookware and seasonings rest on the floor and on the shelves. There is an ornate scroll tube on the shelf. The room is fairly clean, but the air is humid and greasy. A large tub of dirty water stands in the corner, surrounded by dirty dishes.
He would probably grab the ornate scroll case and then walk out, say, KayBee, you probably know what's of value in there better than me. It's the kitchen.
Wow. Doesn't look that clean.
I mean, has any of the kitchens we've been in ever looked clean?
I know, right?
I think you keep a very clean kitchen on the Sea Lily.
KayBee is a Finadiri. It's a house spirit. they sneak around
That's
at
all he
night
does.
when the owner is sleeping, and they clean the house. So he's got an OCD cleaning problem.
Right.
Okay. Are you opening that door, KB?
Yeah, I was going to another door. I didn't know if other people had a chance to act.
Oh,
Everybody?
everything's kind of just happening at the same time.
Okay, cool. Yep, check out the door.
Okay, you open it. You see that there are several large bookcases that lean against the walls of this room here. And you see that there's a high chair and a scribe's desk that's to the right of the door. This room is very cold for some reason. The bookcases are loaded with books and scrolls. 4 bedrolls are stacked neatly in the corner of the room.
Okay, friend, you stand watch. Let's go legs. Let's check out some books.
So ride my mechanical steel defender, these very large legs, medium-sized creature, ride it forward and start perusing the books.
Okay. You see that the majority of them are just bookkeeping documents. You see that there's one set of 5 books that are bound in a sky blue leather trimmed with copper. And it seems to be a bit more sinister in nature. You see that there are quite a few books here that have old, fragile pages. They are ancient books. They describe procedures and details of some kind of ritual.
Okay, I think I'll definitely take a look at the blue and copper, but I think you mentioned there's journals and maybe ledgers.
Mhm.
You know, obviously we're here for a reason, and there's a story to be told. And if there's something that would be like the history of the Abbey or the people who've been here, anything of that sort of journal, or those would be of first interest, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
Looking for clues, information about the people who've been here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's literally what these are, but you're going to have to spend some time to kind of crunch the details and the numbers. At a glance, they don't
worries.
mean anything.
Right. So if anything, if it's a grab and go, I mean, I'm looking for anything just to confirm there's something present.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe if I start to see things, set them aside, because that'd probably be of interest to the party.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check here. Okay, that's an 11. Wow, that was a 1 and you still got 11. Nice. Okay, so you start kind of like picking through them, trying to decide like which ones are important, and you feel pretty confident that you're doing a pretty good job. Like it stands out. It's pretty obvious like, okay, yeah, these are ledgers of some kind. These are some kind of blood ritual or something over here, and you're basically able to make 2 different piles of books.
Cool. Thanks.
We're going to say that collecting the books is going to take you some time here. So we're going to cut over to Pole. Pole, what are you doing as you stand in the middle of a bunch of bodies?
We've looked into all the existing rooms so far, right?
Yes, that you know of. Oh,
All right. Well,
no, I think you had been in this room briefly here, but you did not explore it. And the door
think
is
we'll go
open.
do that now.
Yeah, I think the one north of that also didn't get explored. I think Finn just went to the that one.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think Finn just did the one behind the stairs.
Okay, as you enter into that room, Pole, you see that there are 3 crude pallets that are on the floor, a large iron kettle standing in the center of the chamber. In the northeast corner is a jumbled pile of broken lumber. So it seems to just be some kind of barracks.
Well, Pole is going to take his new mirror out and he's going to look at everything behind himself and wander around that way to see if there's any weird things in the astral plane around here.
You don't see anything weird. You do see kind of like peering at the mirror a little closer that there are these sort of dark shapes that represent you and things that are around you. Like you see that there's a pile of lumber behind you, and as you look in the mirror, you can see it's like this sort of like dark shaded version of it in the reflection. And you are able to find a suit of chainmail armor that would fit a medium creature. But it doesn't seem magical in any way.
Okay. It looks like we got some wood in here if anyone needs wood.
No.
So we're going to skip over to Arlen. Arlen, as you're in this room here, you see that Bayleaf goes for the wall just as you had, kind of throwing aside the curtains, and he says, and I believe that they should be here. You hear a click. And as he depresses a button, you see that a table begins to move aside. And you find there's a door.
Oh. What did he say to depress the button?
He said, and it should be here now. Right?
Yeah. That's good.
Cool.
And it's an ugly button.
Yeah?
Right.
Huh?
Well,
Wait, what's going on? I'm lost. Don't confuse the GM.
I just made a joke. It's fine.
Oh, okay. He touched a button.
Yeah, you said depresses the button, so I said what depressed the button.
Oh.
All right.
He said, "You're stinky."
Everyone, once you're done exploring around, come in here.
He backs up. He says, I don't know what's on the other side. All I know is that there's tunnels and treasure, perhaps?
All right. Well, we'll take a look. That's what we're here to do.
Mm-hmm.
Paul will head over.
Okay.
He's going to be awkwardly looking over his shoulder with the glass and walking backwards all the time.
Bayleaf kind of like leans over towards you and says, you know, you're going to sprain your neck like that. You should be careful and watch where you're going.
I'm watching. I'm just watching this way.
You're just going to walk backwards for the rest of your life?
We'll see.
He gives a small wry smile to you.
Should we call you Lope?
Paul, I think it would be better if you walked forward and just looked at what was behind you in the mirror. Or at least safer.
Well, I'll consider it, but when I want to see what's in front of me, it's better to walk backwards and point the mirror the other way.
So, KayBee, is there something specific that you wanted to do here? You managed to finish up gathering book.
Yes, I wanted to get some books, 2 stacks, and I load them in the trunk of legs. So there's some.
Is
some
legs
dark...
like a Tesla? Is the trunk in the front? Is it a frunk?
No,
Okay.
no, KayBee's too old for that silliness.
Okay.
So
Wait, so
two
how do I need to know how this works, okay? Listen, for literally like 10 episodes, I thought Eric Cochra's had like pterodactyl arms. They have arms and then wings. They're separate. So like I need to know how your chassis works.
Legs quite literally is looks like a chair sitting on 2 mechanical legs. There's a little platform, there's baskets on the side, and it's almost like having a basket on your little bike, your middle school kid's bike. You got baskets around. So in the back there's a nice storage container. So yes.
Okay, cool.
And there's weapon mounts on the side of the legs.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
GeekDice, I also want to point out about your I'm too old for that stuff comment. The original Volkswagen Beetle had the engine in the trunk and the
I know.
had a front. So
Don't date us. So yeah, just not going to spend time digging in the books. It's just like, okay, this is something we can look at later. So I know that Arlen would probably want to know what's going on. So
Yeah.
it's all good.
As
All
you're-
intel.
As you're beginning to make your way to join the others, you can see that Odium is still gathering his stuff. He's basically like rolling up his blankets and flapping out his robe.
So I'm going to pause there at the door, and I'm just going to watch him. I don't know why. Something just grates at me on the inside. I'm convinced
Well,
he's a
you don't-
bad guy.
You don't like my creepy little cultist that just like
Is it the creepy voice?
I don't know.
The statue of Neril.
I
Maybe.
Yeah,
think
exactly.
it's the chaotic nature.
So I'm going to give it a scrutinous eye, a close scrutinous eye to investigate. I want to know what's going on with this dude. Maybe it's the scythe, the skeleton with the scythe. Maybe it's the Medusa. Maybe there's a symbol. I want a reason to tattle on him.
okay. You have a feeling it's gonna take a while because he's taking his time. Finn, what are you doing? Are you rejoining the others?
Yeah, he was kind of over here with Garen for the little bit after he went into the room, kind of like to tell somebody what he saw in there. And yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and throw him back over where everybody else is.
Okay. So Bayleaf kind of gestures to the door and says, "Well, all right. Who wants to go
Then-
first?"
Garen, I believe that role falls to you,
Naturally.
just in case we come across any doors.
Yeah, don't want you to get the urge to blow it up before I get a chance to open it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it dark in the hallway, or is it?
It is dark.
Arlen, could you give me your sight again?
Sure. I will share my eyesight.
Okay.
I honestly had forgotten about that until last session.
It's a good little trick.
It is.
I'll give it to everybody that's coming in here with us.
Cool. Hold on, I gotta zoom in for no reason.
Oh dear.
All right.
I'm glad it's for no reason.
Yeah, imagine
Yeah.
if it was for a reason. Sheesh.
Right.
It'd be terrifying.
DMs never have a reason for doing things.
Nope.
Boom. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, those are cool statues in this next room.
Yeah, statues. Yeah.
So what happens here is, Garen, you begin to crawl your way through and you immediately realize that there's things in this room. They begin to turn towards you. You see two large skeletal minotaurs have weapons and they lift them up. There are two wispy figures that appear to be somewhat spectral in appearance. And there is this strange sort of monster that I have to look up real quick because I don't actually know what it is off the top of my head.
It's like a bodak or something.
Yeah, what's a
Is that the
bodak?
name of it?
It's just a... Yeah,
No, it can't be a bodak. That's the worst.
it is a
It's a
bodak.
bodak horseman.
Garen
But-
whispers.
oh my God.
Wow.
"Undead."
I think they used, like, the lore is that they used to worship some dark god, and this is like their, like, soulless body or something. It's like
Okay.
a whole thing.
Yeah, there's an undead something right there, right? They all turn and look quite aggressively to Garen, but they seem to peer beyond. And Arlen, as you're stepping forward with Garen, they stop. And they still, and you can hear them heavily breathing, these unnatural creatures, and you see that the spectral beings go into the walls and disappear.
All right, everybody stay close to me. We're going to test and make sure that this necklace actually works.
Oh, that was quite
Okay.
terrifying. What was that? Oh god. It's just standing there.
Menacingly.
Be careful.
The head.
According to Odic, the undead will not attack us as long as we're near Arlen while she was wearing that necklace.
Oh, well, may I hold your hand?
No.
All right. I respect that. I'll just stand right here. And then he like basically is bumping shoulders with you. On your right. There's another door.
Yep. Garen's ready to open it.
Okay. So he says, so when I was told of this place, I was told that it's called the Winding Way. Seems that these tunnels may have many secrets to them.
Right. Well, everyone, we should stick together so that none of you get attacked by any undead. And we'll just slowly make our way through this place.
I like the idea.
Meanwhile,
Obviously, be on the lookout for traps and things.
I can.
Meanwhile,
Mhm.
back over here, KayBee staring down this man. He's packing his bag. You can see Odium has taken one of his robes and he's trying to wiggle it onto one of the statues. You've been a good friend to me. Yes, this will keep you warm while I'm gone. Won't be returning, so you best keep it close.
What's your friend's name?
Oh, this one? I haven't given him a name. Do you want to give him a name?
What does it look like?
It's a garden gnome.
I know lots of gnomes. That one's got kind of a big nose. Did you make these?
No, they were
Where'd it
here.
come from?
I don't know. They were here when I was arrived.
What do you think the origin of these are?
I suppose that they were upstairs, perhaps. Maybe they once decorated a garden. But as you can see, there's no garden up there anymore.
So why is it that you're living here and now you're not with these people? What's happening with that?
Oh, I don't know. We murdered everyone that has answers. But there was a great fire. The fire took everything.
Now, from what I saw upstairs, how long ago was that fire? Was that a long time ago or was it recent?
I would say you don't know, but
I mean,
maybe
if it-
in the last month.
Okay.
Not
so
like
relatively
ancient.
recent.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I've only been here for 2 weeks.
And how did you get here? I mean, it's like that's just really interesting. I'm sure it was interesting while you were here.
It was all right. I was butting heads with Osmandius quite a bit, so it pleases me very much that you killed him.
It's not good when people die, though. I mean, it could be sad.
It could be sad, but I'm not sad. Not about him.
Oh, where are you gonna go? Where do you call home?
I'm going to go back to the free city of Greyhawk.
I've been there. That's a big city. Kind of crazy.
Yes. There's many people to see, many things to do.
So while we're talking, I'm trying to eyeball the things that he's touching. And
Okay. Roll me an insight check. 20. Okay. You get the sense that this guy isn't trying to be subversive in any way. He's not trying to be subtle about anything. He's pretty upfront, and you get the sense that they are definitely eccentric. They definitely dabble in blood magic. You can tell just from the various tools that he's packing away that there is definitely some kind of an unholy and blood magic driven edge to his craft.
but that's it.
That's pretty much it. You get the sense that
Alrighty.
he's part of a blood cult of some kind. The singing sister is not a good entity.
So with the things that I've heard and seen, am I able to connect the dot? Do I know anything historically or anything I see that kind of makes it click into place?
Unfortunately not. You don't have enough information.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. We pan back over here. So let's stay nice and close, shall we? Be careful on our guard, one step at a time. Do you think the one on the metal legs, they're going to be all right? Seems that we're splitting the party, don't you think? Are they going to be okay going into this room of the skeletal minotaurs, plural?
I don't know if KayBee's planning on following us. KayBee, if you're planning on following us, just let us know. But probably don't come over here.
Okay, I'll protect the rear.
Oh, okay.
Problem solved.
So you
There we
see
go.
that the hall bends in different ways. You can see that there appears to be a hallway to the south that opens up into a room. You see that there's a hallway to the north that ends in a door. There are 2 doors over in the southeast corner here. There's one door to the west. Watch your step. Don't know what we might find.
I say we go north first.
All right.
Door? Yeah, we
Lead
can
the
go for
way.
that door.
Okay. Let's see here. How do we play this mini game?
Mhm.
Okay, so these tunnels have smooth walls, floors, and 10-foot ceilings. You notice that there's a very deliberate craft to this area. As the group of you are moving forward, what's the kind of vibe we're having here? Like, is everyone just sort of single file moving? What's the
I think
approach?
we're clustered around Arlen,
Mhm.
trying to make sure that
Kind of,
we stay
yeah.
close.
Okay.
Garen's got his bow at the ready, but is
All right.
leading the way.
Okay. All right. Sheesh. All right. So as you get to this point here, Garen and Arlen, are either of your passive perceptions 19?
Yes,
No.
actually.
Actually, okay. Holy shit. All right. Cool. So Garen, you notice something strange about the ground in front of you. You mom arm up and you stop Arlen from moving forward, and you see in front of you that there is an illusionary floor. You are able to see it glimmering very, very slightly, and there appears to be a pool of some kind of corrosive sludge at the bottom.
Oh,
So that floor is not
Hmm.
real.
all right. So we don't go this way.
Agreed.
Well, hold on. It's
Oh.
just that little square there. What if we went around it?
Oh, I thought it was the whole thing.
Yeah, same.
No, it's just the square in front of you.
Okay.
All right, everybody be careful.
Is your passive perception really 19?
Yes. I put expertise into perception, giving me a 9. So 10 plus 9 is 19.
Okay, goddamn. All right. As soon as you
Garen
guys...
ruining all the mini games.
Fuck, dude. This is so fucking funny. All right, as soon as you move into this spot here, Garen, you clock right away that this is a fake door as soon as you get up to it. You see that there's a large stone block above you, and there's a sort of tripwire where if someone tries to open this door, a giant stone block would clobber you and throw you into the acid pit.
We're in
Oh.
Home Alone.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't open this door. It's a trap.
All right. Easy enough.
Bayleaf's like, oh, I'm coming. Hold on.
Don't come. We're turning around.
All right. Let me clear the. Oh.
Stella just wanted somebody to go down the hole. Okay.
Welcome to dungeon crawling, y'all.
Right.
Mm.
God damn it, Aaron.
All right. So, what direction are we going in now?
How about we go down this hallway here?
Sounds good. Any traps we should know about still?
Right?
Okay.
Not much is getting past Garen.
Sheesh. Hold on. Which one is this one? Okay, 16. Yeah, you see it, obviously. All right. You see that there's a tripwire directly in front of you. You see that if it were to get triggered, that a stone block would have fallen from the ceiling.
Tripwire, be careful.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, I almost stepped on that. Oh, sheesh. Oh, dear. So are we disabling it or walking around it? Step over it, right?
We can just step over it. Yeah.
Okay, be careful.
By the way, DM, what skill check would it be to disable?
Thieves' tools.
Oh. I mean, Garen could, but
We can just step over it.
Okay. Maps are fun, y'all.
yeah.
Okay.
Maps are fun.
So as you're kind of maneuvering down this hall here, you see it goes in two directions. It goes to the left and it goes to the right. You can see that it opens up into a room on the right.
You haven't noticed a pattern yet. I like going to the left first.
Okay, you see immediately right there is another one of those false floor traps.
Another illusionary floor.
This one, however, there is no like way to like kind of hug the wall. You're gonna have to jump if you want to go across it.
No.
Garen wants to see what's down the hall. He's gonna make the jump.
Okay, roll acrobatics.
I'm gonna give him guidance.
All right, roll
We
acrobatics.
could disable it too.
True.
You could disable the sludge pit.
Yeah. No, you
said it was an
can.
illusion.
No,
Oh.
it's like a trap door, right? So we could basically pin it kind of
Mhm.
closed or whatever.
Okay.
Pole's trained with thieves' tools, so it could give you an advantage on it by assisting, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. So the two of you
Okay.
work to disable the trap, and you're able to do so.
Okay. Then we move on.
Okay, you peer around the corner, and you can see around the corner there's definitely a spike pit trap right here. Oh, what a silly game. What the fuck?
All right. I guess we
So as like the group of you are up forward, Bayleaf is kind of like next to Finn here. Is like, oh, so oops.
Stella's moving the trap.
Yeah. The traps move. Careful.
So fuck. All right, it's gone. I disabled this trap here because it was in the way. So have you been traveling with these people for long?
Yes. Oh, I've been traveling them for a while. I met them a while back, and
A good
Yeah.
crew then?
a good crew. You couldn't ask for a better one.
How's the pay?
We've been able to get successfully stuff done for the Citadel, so we've been getting let's just say some really powerful beneficiaries have helped us in the past.
That's the kind of thing someone who doesn't get paid would say.
Rich
When's the
people
last
have helped
time you've
back us?
gotten paid? Like gold, like money.
I think before we came here, but I don't quite remember.
Oh, all right. It looks like your friends are on their way back. Did you find anything?
A
No.
spike trap.
Oh, well, all right. Don't step on
Something.
those.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
oh.
do we want to continue down this hall or go back and investigate those doors down this hall?
I mean,
Let's just explore this hole, and then I'm sure it'll lead to a dead end or something, and we can circle back.
Okay. Careful of that spike trap there, Arlen, and a tripwire.
All right,
Stella
can
revealing.
do.
Oh, yes, step over it and then... Oh, okay. Wait, so it looks
Oh.
like here, there's basically... You're going to have to disable the trap. Otherwise, you're going to have to clear, like 30
15 feet.
15 feet. I can do math.
All right, so
Okay. Yeah, easy with a 21, assuming that pole is helping you. Absolutely. Just bloop, bloop.
He even checks any problems in the astral plane that would stop us from disabling the trap.
You see Penny is kind of hovering close to you, but other than that, you don't really see anything else.
then disable the spike trap.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, with 21, 23. All right. So, as you're rounding this corner here,
oh,
you see...
More non-living friends.
Okay.
It's a couple of
The hallway widens into a bare 50-foot square chamber. 3 enormous, rotting ogres stand close to the southern wall. They clutch large morning stars which drag on the stone floor. Standing directly next to the exit in the southern wall, effectively blocking it, is a large crystal statue of a minotaur. You see all of the undead turn to look at you, and they all look at Arlen. They just breathe heavily, standing in place.
Well, there is dead at the end, Arlen. You're not wrong.
Yeah. We want to see if we can move that statue at all. Seems like there's something behind it.
Yeah, we could.
Sure.
What say we move in there? Finn, Bailey, are you with us?
Yes, I'm just moving my map around. Hold on. Okay, so as the group of you begin to move into this room, we'll cut over to KayBee here. All right, well, I've packed my bags and all of my belongings, anything that I could ever want from this place. Do you need any help carrying anything?
I was just looking at this book about blood magic.
Oh,
I'm thumbing through it. And I look for an interesting question to ask him.
Tell me, why is it that they use the boiled blood when they do the I don't know what is that a picture of?
oh, yes. That is the inverted corpse of a chicken. And what you do is you take all the blood out and you boil it. And it, let's just say it serves as an excellent conduit when you want to speak with a demon or two.
Do you do that?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
And oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking about this.
Why? Are you curious? Do you also like to learn things that you might
Well,
not
I like
learn?
that. I like to know things, but doesn't it make you feel bad?
It does not make me feel bad at all. In fact, Thank you so much, Guild List, for a draw for every single player.
Wow.
Oh golly.
Thank you, thank you. All right,
I
we're
already
playing. We're playing the mini game of draw the card. Is it good? Is it bad? We aren't sure. Geek
You
Dice.
can't break this one, Garen.
Stop.
Okay, Emma.
What if I get the talon and my necklace breaks?
Thanks for
That'd
the
be
idea.
Unfortunate.
I hope
Stop.
it's not the Talon card.
Thank Christ.
Godfather.
Oh, you're muted.
Oh yeah, you're muted.
He said, I don't know, maybe a little longer.
Okay, stop. That went longer than I intended to draw it out because I couldn't click mute.
And Icarus.
Stop.
Okay, and Zombie.
Stop.
All right, cool.
Oh, great. That smells great.
Cute.
All of them are good.
There's not a lot
I
of
got
red on my desk. It's gonna be fine. Thank you so much. Okay, he says, I could teach you a thing or two. Take you as my apprentice. If you want to come with me to the free city of Greyhawk, I can introduce you to the singing sister.
Oh, well, tell me about the singing sister. That sounds really interesting. I guess going to be popular, you think?
Oh no, not popular, but effective. You see, there are many who disagree with our ways, our approach, but the way that we look at it, right, is just keep your options open. You never know what might become of the different paths that we might take.
Tell me more about the secret sister, or singing sister, I'm sorry.
Oh, she's a lovely being. She believes in the idea of seeing the truth of things and playing with the truth when it helps you.
Yeah, truth can be too much trouble. It's just important to be good.
Oh, you can be very good with the right tools.
Like what? Convince me.
Like this. And you see him pull out a scroll, and he begins to chant in Abyssal. He's beginning to cast a spell. Do you speak Abyssal?
No.
Okay, you have no idea what's going on.
So he has unfurled a scroll.
Mm-hmm. He's about to cast a spell on you.
Yeah, I guess I kind of brace myself. Hand on a weapon, right?
Okay.
Yep. So seeing me tensing, and yeah, I don't know. Do I get any sense of any of the magical forms that he's demonstrating? Do I see anything where it's manifesting any particular power that I recognize?
There's a
Something
lot of
elemental?
red pixels floating in the air.
That's good.
There you go.
It's just his flavor color, you know? Different characters have different, Arlen's pink but gold now. And
Yeah, let's see this. This could be the proof I'm looking for.
okay, you let him cast a spell, you don't react or anything?
Well, there's nothing I can do until he casts a spell.
Alright, he casts a spell. You've drawn the Donjon card. And we'll find out what
That too.
happens when we come back from our break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Please join us, especially if you've been here with us from the beginning. Grab some water, do a little stretch, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. We're back. So KayBee, can you tell me what does it look like when you get banished from this realm of existence temporarily, but you're no longer on the material plane? What happens to you? What does it look like?
So KB's eyes glaze over and are cast in a shade of light, shade of white, as if like snow driven. Suddenly, his skin begins to peel and changes to leaves. There's a swirl in the air. Multicolored autumn colors of leaves swirl in the seat of his Steel Defender legs. And then the leaves disperse and he's gone.
Meanwhile, in the other room.
Meanwhile,
The room that you're currently standing in seems to have an ogre zombie, 2 ghasts, and a large crystal that's in the way.
can we push the crystal?
Okay. It seems to be probably over 700 pounds. This thing should be.
So, if all of us pushed,
Is there a secret button or anything that moves it?
Roll me investigation.
I would
Garen also-
love to roll investigation.
Can Garen also roll investigation?
Yes, you may also roll investigation. Ireland got a 22. Garen got a
wow.
21. There are no buttons.
Dang it.
Shit.
23.
23.
Wow, there's no
The button.
There's a belly button.
I press the belly button. What happens?
What happens? A piece of the Minotaur's abs falls off and hits the ground. There's a hunk of crystal on the ground now. You've drawn the gem card. It looks valuable. It's just like this slab of abs, Minotaur abs on the ground.
Nice. If I want to look like I have abs, I can just put it under my shirt.
Oh. Do you work out? It looks like you work out.
Totally.
All right, so we should go back, I suppose.
Yes. Maybe there was something in another room.
Unless, and she looks towards the ogre zombie, could you move that? And she asks the ogre zombie.
Hold on.
All right, nope, yep, go around.
All right.
Circle back.
All right.
Okay. Y'all back up. Back into the hallway here. We'll say that it's been about close to an hour since you last checked in with KayBee. Disabling the traps and moving through the halls has taken some time. What direction you want to go now?
I think we're checking out these 2 doors.
Okay. Do you want to open them at the same time? Do you want to open one first?
Garen will open one at a time.
Why?
I don't know.
The DM gets excited at the thought of us opening them both at the same time.
Fa-donk. You open the door and this giant crossbow launches at you. Can I get... Oh, it needs to make an attack. +6. 20 +6.
Shit.
18. Does that hit you?
Yes.
Oh, it gets advantage. I'm going to roll again just in case I crit. Okay, I didn't.
Oh, God.
3 die 10. You take 24 piercing
Wow.
damage as this
Wow.
giant, it's basically a spear, right? It just like, it gets you.
It just fucking fought. It's goddamn.
Good thing you
Melissa.
had 10 temporary hit points.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Right.
Remember, you've got the 10 temp.
Yeah. Holy
Because
shit.
you're awesome.
You alright?
Ugh.
You all right? Looks over. He has a spear sticking out of
No.
his stomach.
I don't know if he's.
I take
alright or
out the
not.
spear and I cast Cure Wounds at a 2nd level.
Okay.
You are healed for a whopping 7.
It does staunch the bleeding, though, so that's nice.
That's good.
Hey, you should check out this other door. And Arlen steps
Alright.
You want to open the door?
Garen's going to kick it open and then dodge out of the way.
Okay. Hold on. What do you think's behind the door, Garen?
Another crossbow.
Oh no, this one's like
Mm.
pointed
Look at
towards
Garen.
me.
Does it's an advantage. Does 21 hit you, Arlen?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay. You take 22 piercing damage as just like this spear gets you in the gut.
Alright. Maybe I deserve that. And I just kind of like I pull it out.
Okay, you can add 2 spears to your inventory.
What sick, sadistic bastard does this?
I'm going to assume it's the kind that thinks nosy people are going to open all the doors.
You know what we should
Shut
do?
up.
I mean, that's kind of a point.
We should open the other doors just to be careful. Just to be safe. Make sure we're not missing
It
anything.
looks like there's another
Just
door
for
at the
more
end
earth.
of the hall here.
I'll stand in
Or-
front of the next one.
Alright, sounds
Alright.
good.
As you're kind of passing by this hall to the south, you can see that it definitely opens up into a room. But there is a door on this side here.
Door. Open door before room.
Alright, go
Hold
check it
on.
out.
There's traps here.
Alright. Oh.
Yeah.
Open.
Let's see. Okay. So in order to get past this intersection here, you'll have to disable this trap
Okay.
or jump.
Tools of the
I will
thieving.
guidance.
Okay.
Yeah,
17,
guidance.
assuming that pull is helping, definitely disables it. And then there's a tripwire and
Wow. Tripwire is more than disabled.
Wait, what was that?
yeah, the tripwire is disabled. There's a door.
I don't know,
Yes,
I'm
there is
feeling a
trap
bit
that could have been
suspicious.
Do you open the door, Paul?
Yep.
Does a 22 hit you?
Oh yeah.
The E, by the way, is for crossbow. You take 13 damage.
Still,
Oh,
I've
you
never
guys, it's
heard
not
you
that
have more
bad.
fun.
This is so
I know why
much
you guys
fun.
are complaining so much.
You take a
Didn't hurt me.
spear to the gut.
Yeah. I love Stella's maniacal laughter, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Meanwhile, as another spear is yanked from gut, we shift back over here. And nobody can see what's going on here. So I'm actually going to say that this guy disappears. KayBee, if you're there, you can hear us in the beyond.
Hello?
Okay.
Is anybody out there?
KayBee, as you are transported back into the Faded Lands from whence you came, what was the way that you crossed over into the material plane? Whatever door, whatever portal, whatever pond, whatever crystal arch you stepped through, you were thrown back into the Faded Lands. What do we see?
It's been a long time for KB. I think it's in the middle of a brightly lit forest, a very colorful forest, and he can't even remember. It has been so long that he has been in Greyhawk. He's probably wild-eyed and just bewildered by the beauty and the sights of this particular place, this grove, deep in an elven forest, and just the color of the flowers and the song of birds on the air. It's like an otherworldly realm to somebody who hadn't been there for so very long, centuries even. So at the moment, he is just overwhelmed with sights and sounds and smells. In some ways, he might even feel like he's gone to heaven. He wanders through the trees, his fingers, his hands outstretched and just touching, grazing the flowers as he strolls by.
You find a particular flower, and it almost seems to bend to you as you gently graze your fingers over it. The petals touch you, and it's almost as if they're hugging, asking you to stay. And even though it's just a whisper of a touch, it's enough to still you. And you look down, and the flower seems to dislodge itself. And you realize as you turn your hand, your palm, that you're holding the flower. You didn't pick it. It picked itself, and it's in your hand. And you see that the petals of this particular flower are almost like jagged blades. They are somewhat twisted in appearance. They are pink with these very striking black stripes down the middle of them. And it has a golden, buttery center to it. And as you're looking at it, as you bring it up and smell it, it's almost as if you've stepped outside for the first time in very, very long. A sense of smell and perception that was lost to you for so long is suddenly awakened. And just as you're breathing it in, all of a sudden, you're back. The flower is not in your hand, but the fragrance lingers for a moment. When you find yourself here again in this charred dungeon, everything just seems a little more gray, a little more musty and worn down and heavy. It's almost as if the damp clings to the air and you just feel so old in this tired, dead place.
And ooh, I can't believe it. I saw my home. It was so long ago. I miss my home. I want to go home. I think.
Your owl companion turns its head.
Well, I guess you're right. Arlen needs me.
Ooh. You don't see any trace of odium here.
I miss home.
Friend sits on your head and takes a little perch, kind of like tucking its little talons and feet into the feathers of its belly, and it's trying to cuddle you from atop.
Aha, I saw home. You didn't get to see it.
Ooh. Is there anything that you want to do here?
So I guess I'm looking around. I don't know. I'm kind of probably feeling a little bit disconnected from the moment. And I see Odium's not there. And maybe I lost the sense of time, but I looked and the things that he was collecting, does it look like he's largely done? I mean,
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
and since he's not there, I'm going to go into the space proper
Okay.
and poke around.
Yeah. We'll count the investigation
Investigation.
for both of this. Okay, 21. So you begin to dive deep into Odium's things. Well, he's gone. Meanwhile, oh, wrong layer. Meanwhile, Pole, you have a spear in your gut.
It didn't really hurt, so I just took it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let from now on. I'm gonna let all of you go first when we enter doors from now on.
No, wait, it's your turn. We all took one.
I didn't agree to this turn thing.
Well, when I was making my speech about how great we all were, it was
Yeah.
just for this kind of thing.
So we'd all take spears to the gut.
That's right. Every single one of us, and we walk away from it.
Oh, well, I'll go last. How's that sound?
All right, fine. Yeah. all
So
right.
the group of you begin to move into the next room. You see chests, urns, a large strong box standing in alcoves uniformly in the chamber's walls. Some chests are open and you see jewelry and coins spilling out. Colored flashes of light sparkle with the promise of jewels and gems. In the center of the room is a green stone statue of a beautiful elf.
Oh, lovely.
So Garen is going to investigate that statue, seeing if there's anything about it that might give a clue to how to move the crystal one.
Okay.
Cole will assist you.
Okay. So how do you want to go about investigating this? Do you want to be like hands-on? Are you watching from a distance? Going in circles
I would
around
say-
it?
I would say Garen's kind of prowling around it and, looking at every nook, every cranny. And then as he sees something of interest, that's when he might get in closer and maybe try turning or
Okay.
shifting things.
Okay. Can I get... Okay, so was that the investigation? 19?
Yes,
Okay.
19.
And that's with Pole's help. As that's going on, Arlen and Finn, what do you want to do here?
Well, I guess it's Finn's turn, and he'll go to this door over here.
With Arlen with him, so he doesn't.
Please,
aggro the,
Arlen, would you come
undead.
with me to this door over here?
Okay.
I'll open it. You don't have to.
You open the door. It's a hallway.
Oh, goody. Well, I think I got lucky on this. Appears just to be a hallway.
Alright, well, let's look at all of this treasure really quick before we move on.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Garen and Pole, as you're looking at the statue, you realize that the statue doesn't really have any buttons. It doesn't seem to have any kind of contraption to move it. But you do notice with that 19 that there are scuff marks on the ground, which indicate that it has moved before. And you notice that it has hinges, joints, moving pieces, has seams. So it seems to be able to move. Arlen, what do you want to do with treasure?
Look around, take things that look valuable.
Okay, great. You take a
Um,
handful of something that looks valuable, and then the statue starts to move. I need y'all to roll initiative.
Hey,
We love initiative.
this is fine. Arlen's over
Uh,
here.
Where? Hold on.
Yeah, and
Move out of
your
the way.
archer is
Ook.
right in front of the damn thing with a garbage roll.
Oh,
Hi, Momo.
Wow, we all rolled so bad except full.
Okay.
Well,
Right.
luckily, it's probably gonna come after me.
Okay. Combat music. You see it turn directly towards Arlen, and it begins to move. Pull, it is moving out of your range. You can make an attack of opportunity here if you want.
Sure, I'll whack it with a stick.
Do it! Cause some pain. Oh, that's a 4.
ooh.
Nope. I think like you hit it with the stick and it just kind of boing, bounces off. It turns itself to you, this beautiful jade woman, and lifts up. Oh, hold on. I hate that it defaults to whispering. There we go. Has a multi-attack. 1 bite.
No.
That's a 7. And then 2 claws. 17 and a 24. Do either of those hit?
Yeah, both
Both
of those
hit.
will hit.
Okay, so you take 22 damage here as the claws go push, push, just raking into your armor here.
All right.
Cool.
Ouch.
Ouch, indeed. Pull, it's your turn.
Well, I'm going to put up a blade ward.
Okay.
And get in his face, like I always do.
Yeah. Wow, why is that icon so big? Okay. All right. Anything else for you?
That's all.
Okay. Arlen, as you
All
take
right.
this
Oh.
damage here, you feel a surge of power. You see that the club in your possession, your blood kind of drips down and it drapes over the weapon, and it seems to ignite with luminescent color. It
Ooh.
seems to lend
Well,
you
I've-
some of its power.
I've got to use that now
Yeah.
to see what it
You've
does.
done the Fates card. You can alter an
Ooh.
event or the outcome of an event. Right here, right now. Or if you want time to think about it, you can do it on your next turn.
I would like time to think about it.
Okay. You feel the power humming in your hand.
Okay. Since I know that that's just the card and not a special weapon thing, I'm gonna do what I was gonna do before.
Okay.
So I will cast Spiritual Weapon and put it right there. And my spiritual weapon will attack.
23 is a hit. Armor class is 14. Takes 8 force damage.
Nice, nice, nice.
Ooh.
And-
Actually, you see as this miniature version of the sea lily come crashing into it, the jade just completely shatters. This seems super effective.
Ooh.
Almost as if it's doing double damage.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to use guiding bolt on it.
Okay. Just as a heads up, you are in melee range, so this will be at disadvantage.
I'm going to use inflict wounds on it.
Okay. Hell yeah. 20 absolutely hits. Takes 12 necrotic damage. Cool. You see, as you make contact, some kind of corrosiveness takes place, and the jade begins to melt before your eyes.
Love it.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Garen, it's your turn.
All right. So Garen is going to disengage back 1 square and then come back here and shoot.
Okay. Wow, that's a crit.
Ooh.
Okay, holy shit. Can you add
Oh
those
my
numbers? I don't
God.
want to add.
27, 33, 41.
Wow.
And wait, were any of them ones? Yes, there was one. So 1d6 to re-roll that 1 into a
So
4,
44.
and then plus another 1d6 for piercer. So
Okay.
50.
Damn. Okay, it takes 50 damage from 1 arrow. I think what happens here is as you shoot off your arrow, it lands right where the abs used to be. And you see this crack kind of beginning to form through its chest, and you can see that it's a very deep wound. Very structurally unstable now. Ben, it's your turn.
Garen just
Sorry, go ahead.
Garen smirks as he watches that crack just split up the jade. And, yeah.
Ben, it's your turn.
Let's see. If I
Can
got it right.
Arlen shout to Finn?
Mhm.
Finn, use Dwayne.
I don't think I had a choice in this situation. So Finn's gonna walk over, admiring the giant crack that Aaron just made, and he's going to swing Dwayne right into it.
Okay. Roll a 14 or higher.
I hope so. Where are you, Dwayne? There you are.
24, that's a hit. Oh. Okay. It's a huge or smaller. Okay, those have to make a strength saving throw here. It failed. Okay, so it takes 13 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see that you basically flatten it down to the ground, and it is now prone.
Nice. I want to flatten it down some more.
Okay. You do have a second attack. 7.
Yep.
Very good. It's already down on the ground. Very good. Okay. Anything else for you?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay. It's going to get up, and it's going to try to hit Pole here. 11. Too close. 9.
That'll actually miss.
20.
The 20 is going to
Okay.
get me.
As it stands up, the bite misses, the first claw misses, and the second claw gets you across the chest. Oh, wait. For 5 slashing damage, right? Because of Blade Ward?
That's right.
Yeah. And now it's your turn.
All right. That worked, so I'll keep doing it. I'll cast another Blade Ward and be annoying and in his face.
Okay. What are you saying or doing to be annoying?
Come get me! You can't get me! You're too slow! You're too slow!
I like it.
And I'm tapping its knee and stuff like that.
And it's just like,
Jumping.
and trying to swipe at you. Arlen, it's your turn.
All right, spiritual weapon.
Okay. Okay, that's enough. 22 damage there. Tell me what this looks like.
The spiritual sea lily crashes through the crack in its abs that's been deepening throughout the fight, and it just breaks apart and shatters everywhere.
Very good. As you hear this deafening crack, it splinters into multiple chunks, and it crashes down onto the ground in a massive jade heap. That's the end of combat. Oh heavens, that was terrifying.
That's gotten pretty normal for us.
Yeah,
And then,
it's fine.
and I guess Garen's going to help look through the treasure with Arlen now, since we have sprung the trap and handled it.
Okay. You notice that the strong box here has nothing but old rags, bits of metal, and a small piece of paper that says, "Dear Thief, a lot of work for nothing, wasn't it?" And you see that the gold coins are actually wooden coins painted gold. The iron rings have been painted silver, and there's bits of colored glass. It's all fake.
Ha ha ha!
Jade is worth a fair bit, right?
Yeah.
It is, yes.
Let's just take some pieces of jade.
Do you mind if I also grab a... No, there's enough to share.
Of course.
Okay.
Help yourself.
He runs up and he just like starts scooping it into like his shirt and holding it. How do you think your friend is doing? The one back there, you know? It's been awfully
we should
quiet.
probably find. We should find Finn. Do we want to go back for Finn first, or finish looking down that
You mean
hall?
KayBee?
Or KayBee?
I'm right here. Where did I go?
I thought the Jade statue ate you. Sorry.
Oh no, for once I didn't take any damage. It was weird.
I know that is weird. Feels odd. Feels
It
awkward.
does a little
Does
bit.
anyone have a perception of 16 or higher other than Garen?
Yes.
16
No.
or higher? No.
Okay. Garen, you notice that there's a secret door over here.
Ooh, what's this?
I imagine that we're
Okay.
almost done exploring this place.
Perhaps. Yeah. Does Garen see how to open said secret door?
Yeah, you see that there's a little bit of an impression. You can definitely like stick your fingers into the groove and slide it.
All right. So I touch the brick and move it, and
As you do, a bit of dust kicks up, and you get the sense that this area hasn't been disturbed in a very long time.
any traps as Garen walks down the hall?
Nope, there's just 2 doors. Oh, we're continuing forward. All right, well, I want to stay close. That gas looks quite ghastly.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Something caught my interest.
Oh, 2 doors. Oh, no. I guess it's my turn to open one now, isn't it?
Yes,
I mean,
yes, it
Yeah,
is.
yes, indeed.
listen,
I'll back up a bit here.
all right. Which one do you want me to open?
Follow your heart.
Yeah,
Yes.
you pick.
I don't have any kind of meta knowledge whatsoever. In fact, I will roll.
So eeny, meeny, mighty, mo.
Eeny, meeny,
There you go.
miny, mo.
Meow.
Oh, no. Oh, it seems that I found something. I'm going to slink a little back here.
Do you know what you found?
As the door opens, you see this room is a large square whose ceiling is held up by 2 massive gray granite pillars. The walls, the floor, the ceiling are made of shiny black iron, and several bags, chests, and urns lie scattered about. You notice a shimmer in the air, like heat rising from a fire.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Mm,
Are these more undead in the room, or?
They're statues.
Hmm.
Oh boy, more statues.
Oh boy. All right. Garen will cautiously enter the room.
Okay. As soon as you step into the room,
Oh, shit. That's a more friendly initiative.
Okay, as y'all roll initiative, make sure you select your tokens. Camera pans back over to KB here.
Oh, okay.
KB, as you're kind of perusing through here, you can see that the belongings of Odium have definitely been picked clean. He hasn't left anything behind. He has also taken the robe that he put on that garden gnome that he originally put down. When you're looking at the statues, you can see that there is no secret to them. Essentially, there was a secret compartment, but it's been emptied out. Looking at the statues, you see that they are of very terrible quality, and they seem to have taken quite a bit of a beating over time, giving evidence that they were definitely outside at some point.
Okay. I'm gonna give the place a good once over investigation. I'm looking to see if he left like a dirty sock behind, something personal, something that looks like a personal effect.
Okay.
Anything that would I think might be a personal item.
Okay. You do see that there is a blanket that has basically been reduced to rags. It's just been rotten, dirty, and it's old and weathered. A little handkerchief size of dark blue material.
I see. I'm gonna roll that up and put it in my pack.
Okay. You can add Odium's blanket to your inventory.
Sweet. Okay. And I think I'm gonna head off to try to find my friends.
Okay.
I don't know if I hear any noise, if there's any ruckus in the distance, but I'm gonna start heading in that direction.
Okay. I'll say that as you get to about here is when your party will join you. It seems that you're on a different timeline than everyone else.
Okay, cool.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay. So we have them. They need to roll their initiative here. Oh, they crit.
Oh shit.
Okay, they go first. All right. Let me take this off. Whisper. Oh, never whisper? Oh, wrong one. Character sheets have buttons. I push the button. Never whisper. Okay. You see the statues begin to dislodge as soon as Garen steps in, and they begin to move forward. It draws up a blade and a hammer. Hits you with a blade, 11. Hammer,
No.
7.
No.
The other one moves forward and does the same thing. Blade, 23. Okay, you take
Yes.
14 slashing damage. 18.
Ouch.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you take 13 bludgeoning damage here. As the hammer comes down, you can tell that this statue is made completely of iron. It just knocks you prone. There's no save here. It is just
Oh,
a
shit.
completely iron creature just slamming you into the ground. Okay?
Oh wow.
Yeah. How you looking?
Very much close to being not getting back up.
Okay. All right, next is Finn.
Finn will run in there. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Finn will run up to here. Because that's about all I can move. And he's gonna go ahead and try and use Dwayne again.
Okay. Armor class is 16. 22 is a hit. It takes 11 bludgeoning damage. And it makes a strength save. It rolled a 21. So as you try to hit it
Wow.
with Dwayne, you see that Dwayne cracks some of its armor. But again, this is a being of pure iron. It just completely
Yeah.
resists the flatten like a pancake ability.
Well, there's always round 2.
Okay. That's another hit. And it does another save. 22.
Oh.
Okay. It takes 8 bludgeoning damage. Anything else?
I think that's all I can
Okay.
do.
Garen, it's your turn.
All right. Say Garen would kind of push himself onto his knees and then just roll backwards into this next square or backwards to here in a disengage, and then moves back here, and then fires on the one that Finn is attacking.
Okay. You'll actually only be able to go here because it takes half
Okay.
your movement to stand up. Is yours movement 30? Okay,
Yes.
yeah. So that's the maximum distance you can go.
Disengage would have gotten me out of their attack
Yeah,
range.
you're
right?
fine.
And then, okay. Whatever. As long as I'm not standing right next to them.
Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
Armor class is 16.
No.
Yeah. You see that your arrow just kind of thwinks, clips one of its shoulders.
But still not a miss. I did hit it.
Yeah. I'll give you
Just-
1 damage. 1
Oh, well.
damage. There you go.
Yeah.
A chip in the
Keep
armor.
From hurting Garen's pride. Yeah, keep from hurting Garen's pride.
Anything else for you?
That's
Okay,
it.
Arlen, it's your turn. Garen is standing in front of you looking completely fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Great. Arlen, in a moment of concern for Garen, pushes him to the side and steps in front of him. And will cast spiritual weapon, putting the sea lily right in between the two of them,
Okay.
and it will crash into the one that Finn is attacking.
Smash! 22 is absolutely a hit. It takes 7 force damage. Very good. Splash.
And then for my next trick, I will cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
At the same
Okay.
one. Oofers, that's a
That
miss.
is a miss. Your guiding bolt hits one of the walls in a brilliant flash of color. And
Darn, it looks so cool
yeah,
too.
all the pixels. Paul, it's your turn.
All right, Pole is going to cast Enthrall on these things.
Okay. 1 second. I will tell you because you probably know your spells very well, unless you want to roleplay not.
Mhm.
You would know that Enthrall doesn't work on creatures that can't be charmed. And these are not organic creatures.
All right, cool.
So I'll let you take that back.
Sure. I wasn't sure if they could be charmed, so I will not do that. Instead, I'll do Blade Ward.
Yeah.
And run in and stick my hands in their noses.
Okay. They both look at you. Oh no, and now it's their turn. Okay. They have a multi-attack. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, what's this cool ability?
Wait, no.
Hell yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna see here is we're gonna do like a flanking maneuver. This one's gonna move forward here. Actually, we'll do this the other way first. This one's gonna move here. So that does get you an attack of opportunity pull if you want to do that.
Sure, I'll try and bonk it.
Bonk it. 16 or higher to hit. Nope. Okay.
Second one was, I didn't see it. It was just slow coming, so I hit it again.
Okay. And then it's gonna do a whirl. So this is gonna hit Finn and also Pole if you fail a DC 13 dex save. So I need a dex save from Finn and Pole. Very nice. Not as nice. Okay. You take 3 die.
I couldn't get my hand out of its nose fast
Yeah.
enough.
Okay. You take half of 25. So that's gonna be 12. You both take 12. Okay. Yeah, because the success is half damage. Okay, Finn, you take 12 bludgeoning damage, and Pole, you take 12 bludgeoning damage because of your blade ward. It brings up its hammer and just smash, and you see it like crash into the wall. Fortunately, it doesn't get Arlen because there's a wall right there, but it does destroy a pretty big chunk of the wall. You'll see that this one here is going to try to hit Pole. The blade, that's a 7. Hammer, 17 hit you? Okay,
Yes.
you take 5 bludgeoning damage and you're knocked prone. That's their turn. They look mostly unscathed.
Right.
Finn, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go to the one next to me that I'm assuming is the one that attacked.
Yeah, this one.
Me.
We'll say this top one has red burning eyes, and this bottom one has orange burning eyes. The orange one is completely unharmed, and the red one is slightly harmed.
Well, is right near me, so I'm gonna hit the red-eyed one again.
Okay, 16 hits. That's 11 bludgeoning damage. Makes a strength save.
Yeah.
19. It resists. Okay, 11 is a miss.
Ooh. So I guess I went to go throw it, and I hit the first time, and on my wind up I just didn't I missed it, right? We'll probably maybe say that I may be feeling a little bit of a sting or something from one of the shots, and it just,
Yeah.
missed.
Okay. Garen, it's your turn.
All right. So, like, Garen can run into the room and use disengage during the movement to avoid attack,
Yeah.
correct? So he can go out to here, continue to fire on red.
Okay. Armor class 16. 23 is a hit. That is 17 damage.
I'm going to re-roll one of those ones. So it goes up to 19 damage.
Okay. It looks pretty banged up now. You see that its armor has taken quite a bit of damage from the cumulative attacks. All right, Arlen, it's your turn.
All right, as a bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon and have it hit the one that we've been focusing on. Kerchow, that's going to be a
That
miss.
misses with the 12.
But then I'm going to use my channel divinity, Twilight Sanctuary. Suddenly this kind of orb of purple kind of extends around me in a 30-foot radius. And there's kind of like starlight and all this stuff kind of hovering in the air. And everybody's feeling a little bolstered. And at the end of my turn, I am going to give myself a d6 plus my cleric level, which is 3. So, boop. I get 9 temporary hit points.
Hell yeah, we love it. Okay. All right, Pole, it is your turn. If you want to stand up, it will eat half your movement.
That's okay. I'll stand up and I'll step in and blade ward and continue irritating this guy.
Okay, I love it.
At the end of your turn, you will get 5 temporary hit points.
Hell yeah.
Feel good.
This one will, the red-eyed one will try to hit Finn. Blade, that's an 8. Hammer, that's a 16. Does a 16 hit you, Finn?
No.
No, okay.
He said
Okay.
no.
The other one is going to try to hit you, Pole. Blade, 22.
Yes.
Okay, you only take 2 slashing damage as it bounces off of your blade ward, and the hammer, 13. Does that hit you?
Yes.
Okay, then you take 6 bludgeoning damage and you're knocked prone again. Sheesh. Okay. It is now Finn's turn.
Right. Sorry
You're
about that. 16 is my AC. 16 is my AC.
Okay.
I don't know if that changes anything.
Oh, then
Yeah,
that'll
so
hit.
you take
Yeah.
9
Okay, then
damage
I'm sorry.
and you are prone.
Okay, sorry
It's
about
fine.
that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Takes half your movement to stand up.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna be moving anywhere that far
Okay.
anyway, so I'm gonna stand up, and turn over to the one with the red, and just keep on whacking it with the
Okay,
wing.
sounds good. Okay, 18's a hit, 10 damage. Very good. Your second attack. 16 damage. Very good. It looks like it can't take
Nice.
another one of those hits. It begins to teeter. You see plates of steel and iron are beginning to fall off, and they audibly hit the ground. Garen, it's your turn.
At the end of your turn, you get 5 temporary hit points, zombie.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Oh,
All right, add the
Nice.
numbers. Too many numbers.
18, 29,
enough.
34,
That's
That,
enough.
40.
tell me what that looks like.
all right.
50 filler.
I'd say it's reeling from the blow from Dwayne, and Garen strikes it right in the helmet, and it actually takes the helmet off of its head, and the armor just collapses.
Okay,
straight down.
yeah, it falls down in a massive heap. All right. Anything else for you?
I think Garen's gonna move up this way to stay as far away from Orange Eyes as
Okay,
possible.
it's your turn, Arlen.
All right. At the end of your turn, Garen, you get 9 temporary hit
Remember,
points.
it doesn't stack, it just replaces it if it's higher.
This is the first time Garen's gotten some temp HP
Okay,
from me.
sounds
Yeah, the 10 temp HP were gone from the ballista bolt.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. All right. So bonus action, I will move my spiritual weapon and hit Orange Eyes White Dragon.
Armor class 16.
Great.
23 is a hit.
That is. Heck yeah. Love.
Okay,
to
it takes
see
11 force damage. This is the first damage on this creature.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to guiding bolt
Okay,
it.
sounds good.
Whoops. For
15.
chow.
Oh, it just, you see it slide right over its shoulder. It just misses.
Darn it. That is my turn.
Okay. Pull. Half your movement to stand up.
All right. I will continue to get in its face and keep my
Okay.
word up.
It-
Blah, blah, blah,
It
blah.
looks at you and it says,
Challenge accepted.
You get 7 temp HP.
17 and an 8. Does a 17 hit you? Okay, you
Yep.
take 4 slashing damage. It is now Finn's turn.
Finn's gonna move over to the orange-eyed one, and then use a domain.
Okay. Armor class 16. That's a 9. It misses.
Oof.
17 hits, 13 damage. Okay. Anything else for you?
Nope.
Okay. As you're kind of like slamming Dwayne into these creatures, you all hear like a deafening just clang echoing off of the steel walls of this room.
You get 8 temp HP, Finn.
Thank you.
Okay. It is now Garen's turn.
All right. So, how beat up is this thing? looking?
A little scratched up.
All right. I'm gonna use my nat 20
Okay.
to guarantee this is a
Yes. You want to do double damage or roll double dice?
crit. I'll do double damage. And re-roll that one. 6. Okay, no, I didn't re-roll it.
Okay,
Just
so
stayed the
that's
same.
22.
23.
And add 2 for Piercer. It's not that big of a hit. Oh, well.
25. Doubled is 50.
Yeah.
Unless we don't double the...
We don't double Piercer. So 48.
Okay.
Okay, so that was still a pretty massive
I like
hit.
not doing math. Okay. This
Same.
is a pretty sizable hit. I think what happens here is you happen to lodge your arrow right in one of its joints, and the arm just pops off, and it will lose its blade hand, so it only has the hammer remaining.
Hammer's the harder hit. Oh well.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else for you? Garen, anything else for you?
No,
Okay.
that'll be it.
Arlen, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Gonna crash into it with my spiritual weapon.
Yes.
Do.
Okay, 8 damage. 22 is a hit.
Love it, love it. And then I'm going to step up and hit it with my club.
Yeah. 24 is a hit. You do 8 bludgeoning damage. It seems pretty beat up. You can see that it is teetering back and forth, no longer stable.
Great. Could I use my Fates card and have it die?
What does this look like?
So all of this kind of energy that's coursing through my club right now, there's like this yellow light coming off of my blood streaks that have dripped down to the club, and as I swing it at this creature, those like lights just kind of explode out, and it crashes into this mechanical creature and just crushes its armor in, and then like out of its back, like pieces kind of fly off of it, and it crumbles to the ground.
Excellent. There's a deafening silence as the two statues are defeated. And we have a little montage here of everyone going through the actual treasure room here. And in total, you will find bags, chests, and urns that have 480 gold pieces, 1,200 silver pieces. There's another 1,000 gold in gems and jewelry. There's a large chest in the northwest corner that has 5 bolts of rare silk, each worth 100 gold pieces each, 2 potions of healing, a bag of holding, and a suit of medium mithril armor. And we're going to assume you all managed to grab all this stuff, especially because Pole also has a bag of holding with his haversack.
Nope.
And we're going to fast forward just a little bit as I drag you into this room.
Back to KayBee. kept saying we're gonna go back and get KayBee, and I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, tell me what this looks like as the group of you are returning. You are all kind of bloodied. Who's at the front? Who does KayBee see first?
Garen.
Yeah,
I'd say Garen.
Garen's point man. So yeah, probably shambles in. Might even cough a little bit of blood into the crook of his elbow as he walks through the door.
The hell's happened to you?
Found some statues that didn't play nice.
Oh my God, I hope everybody's okay.
I think so.
Yeah, have a seat. Let me see if I can help you out.
Okay. Garen will sit down.
As we're
Where's our friend?
I gotta
Yeah.
talk to you about that guy. As I thought, there's something ain't right about him. He used some magic on me, and he departed. I think he pretty much tells us what he's about. He just want to get his stuff and leave.
as we look at KayBee, does KayBee look any different?
Yeah, actually, KayBee does. There's now some color to his hair, and he has a tuft of hair on the top of his head. He no longer is Snow White like Santa Claus. Instead, there is color in his beard. He looks many years younger. He's no longer a wizened old man. In fact, he only has a slight touch of gray. It's KayBee, though, or so it seems.
You're looking a little bit different, KayBee.
What are you talking about?
Well, you look younger?
Something. You did something with your hair.
Brings out a mirror.
You mean he has
what
hair?
I haven't looked like that in a long time.
Well, you look like that right now.
I don't know. It's a long story. But everybody's hurt. Everybody could. Is it okay? I mean, is somebody following you? Hey, sit down. Let me look at you.
I think we took care of the majority of anything that would follow us.
There were a lot of dead things back there. I don't recommend going in.
Well, there's still 2 areas we haven't been able to enter.
And this bay leaf, it looks unscathed.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm breaking out my kit and getting bandages, and I'm looking over, and I think I see, Garen probably looks the worst, right? I think Garen is. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I insist on Garen sitting down, and I think I'm going to use some healing on him. I'm worried everybody looks like they're hurt,
I
except
think Garen
Bailey.
pretends that he doesn't need help and lets KayBee guide him to sitting down.
Here you go. You look like you need to eat something too. It's time for a break. Here, try this one. This. I got sandwiches. I got a blue pepper steak and cheddar sandwich here for you, Garen.
Oh, not that blue pepper shit.
That's right. Just use a little bit. And Paul, for you, I got a veggie guacamole sandwich if you're interested in something like that.
Oh, yum, that sounds great. Start stuffing it in his face.
Arlen, you want tuna?
That sounds great. Yeah.
so in this moment, KayBee turns into mom mode while he's feeding everybody, and he's bandaging people, and probably Garen gets the most immediate attention, and use a spot of healing on him. Really concerned about all the wounds that he's showing. He's just hammer bruises and pokes, and
that truth is, I don't know if it's going to make it. Push that back in there.
I think we have a little montage here as we set up basically like a camp scene of everyone nursing their wounds, or KayBee nursing their wounds, and everyone having a bit of brunch here. Finn, as you sit down to go over your things and see what you've all stuffed into your bags, you realize something in your bag must have broke when you got slammed with a hammer. You've drawn the ruin card, so please destroy one non-magical item from your inventory.
Okay.
And, yeah, so Bayleaf kind of hunkers over with you, and we'll say that about an hour passes as your wounds are addressed and you are all back on your feet, ready to go. And just for the sake of montaging, I will reveal the areas to you. You basically, oh, that's hiding everything, hee hee. Essentially, it was just more tunnels. So even if you go back and look for things, you don't find anything of value.
Dang it, but I wanted to get shot by that ballista.
1d20 plus
No, I'm
6.
kidding.
Does an 8 hit you? Wait, it's not advantage. Does a 23 hit you? 3 die. You take 18 piercing damage, and you can add a spear to your inventory. So as the group of you begin to disembark from this area here, as soon as you begin to climb out of the Abbey's underside, you find Odium waiting at the surface. He seems to have set up a little camp, and he says, "Oh, it's about time. I was waiting for you out here."
No.
What do you mean?
So I think a very specific conversation would have happened while we were
Okay,
resting.
yeah, we'll rewind a little bit.
And we rested enough to get a short
Yes.
rest, right? Okay, great. Let me spend some hit dice really quick. 12,
Yeah.
19.
Hold on, why are you
29.
all rolling so much?
29. 40.
We only have 6 minutes left in the stream. Why are you all rolling hit dice?
40, 47. That's fine. So when KayBee talked about he got teleported away, and then
It's actually a little more complicated than that.
right,
See,
what happened?
Well, yeah, I was banished. I was sent back to my home plane of existence. And that's happened a couple times before. See, actually, truth is I can't die. I just like, I'm just born again, right? So
Right.
yeah, it's been a long time
So-
since I've been there, but he was trying to get rid of me.
What do you define this as? He hurt you?
I think he's not who he says he is. I think it's all just a big game. I think he's not to be trusted.
Did he bring you back?
I don't know if he wanted to.
I don't think it's that he's lying about anything. I think he's just not all there in the head.
I don't know what we would be unleashing on Saltmarsh.
All right, let me think about it the rest of this rest, and then if we happen to see him again, I'll have a decision.
Fast forward.
What's
Oh, what took you so long,
his name
Odium?
again? Odium,
Yes.
our deal was that we would not hurt you, and you would not do anything to mess with us,
Yes.
and we would see you safely off this island and back to the city.
That is correct.
Why did you banish KayBee?
No, it was just a temporary thing. I was trying to show KayBee this magic.
No,
He did ask
No.
about it, and I was just showing a little bit of a taste of what is possible if you become an apprentice of the Singing Sister.
insight
Yeah.
check.
Okay. With a
Dang it.
12, he seems to be telling the truth.
Um,
He seems very collected and unbothered.
Garen's 22.
Finn with a 3.
Oh,
With the 22, Garen, yeah, he doesn't seem to be trying to put on a facade. He did ask.
Did you ask KayBee?
I could have run away. I could have. That's true.
You didn't stop me.
I'm not sure how I would have stopped you. I'll tell you this, though. It doesn't seem right. You take away someone else's free will.
Well, I won't make the mistake of casting another spell on you then. Here, if you want, you can have the rest of my scrolls. I just very much want to be off this wretched place.
I leave it to the captain, but I don't trust you.
You don't have to trust me. I just want to get out of here. And of course, if you
Alright.
do wish to take back your deal, he looks pointedly at Paul, I will need my mirror back.
KayBee, why are you trying to mess with it?
I'm sorry, Paul.
You are on incredibly thin ice.
Here, I will make the offer just as a sign of good faith. Here you go. And he pulls out the 2 other scrolls that you saw him take out of the stash, KayBee, and he holds them out to you. I won't use any magic, only to protect myself if we were to get attacked. But I won't cast a single spell on any one of you. How does that sound?
I look to Arlen. Read her face.
I think Arlen's trying to see if you're comfortable or how you're feeling.
Well, I think AB senses that Arlen is okay. She's worried about KB, and he gets that. He's okay. There's more to his story. He knows, but he takes the scrolls.
Okay. Because I'm going to forget, you can add a spell scroll of command and a spell scroll of hold person. But they are in abyssal, so it's going to take you some KayBee some time to like decipher and all that stuff. There. So are we now going to head our way to your ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just be careful. Everybody's probably gonna be naked when we get there.
I don't mind. And we'll fade the screen to black. You're muted.
Yeah, I was saying he would probably enjoy naked days much as the rest of the ship.
As you get back onto the ship, let's see, I'll roll a d20. Is it a naked day? No.
Well, it's the day after we left.
Yeah.
So it would technically be
All
a
right.
naked day.
You know what?
Yeah.
Based off of technicalities, everyone on the ship is naked. No, most of people. Some people are not. As you get back on the ship, Tully greets all of you and says, "Welcome back, crew. We missed you. You should all head down into the mess hall. We have a bit of a surprise for you."
All right.
Right on. Good to see you, Tully.
"Hey, Poe. What's up?" And then He comes up to you, and the two of you do like a secret handshake.
Nice. I got some cool stuff to show you.
No. Righteous. All right, well, follow me. And as the group of you are brought to the mess on your ship, you see that little bits of fabric have been strung up like streamers, and there's a cake. It looks very deflated, and it's lopsided. But it says, "Happy crew, best captain."
Aww.
Aww. Everyone grab a slice of cake.
Bayleaf kind of leans over. Can I, too?
You may also have a slice of cake, yes.
Odium just kind of like licks his lips.
You may also have a slice of cake.
Very nice. And we have a scene of everyone just eating cake. What kind of cake is it? It's potato cake. It's just mashed potatoes made to look like a cake.
It's just mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes and frosting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
And then the screen fades to black. Finn, when you go to sleep that night, the ship is beginning to make its way back towards Saltmarsh.
Very restful.
You do
sleep.
actually have a very, very restful sleep. You have the first good dream in a long time. What happens in your dream?
Probably what happens in his dream is that he meets up again with his lost love, Abigail, and he tells her about all of the sort of the people, sort of like maybe because he hasn't had a lot of restful sleep lately, he hasn't had a good chance to introduce everybody, and sort of gives a whole explanation of going to this island and destroying all of this undead and, you know, the skeletons and such, and then sort of also introduces her to Bims, and Bims is flying around in my dream as well. So it's just one big kind of like happy moment in his life of like something he'd like to actually do would be to like introduce her to like all of this and tell her that it seems things have seemingly been getting better.
Okay. You have drawn the star card. When you wake up after this very lovely dream of yours, you just feel a little bit stronger. You can add +1 to one of your ability scores, cannot exceed 24.
Nice.
Garen,
Perfect.
I need you to roll me a
Yes.
perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, you would need it at disadvantage.
Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? That's a 28 and a 29. Okay. Garen, you're sleeping in your room.
Okay.
On the softest steps possible in a boat that is moving across the ocean, swaying with every swish and break against a crest of water, someone enters your room, and it's almost imperceptible. We see on the camera a hand reaching over, trying to weasel its way into your belongings.
Garen snaps over and grabs their
Okay.
hand.
As you do, you lock eyes with this person in the dark. You have drawn a rogue card. Someone's working against you. And we'll find out more next time on Secrets of Saltmarsh. Da, da,
But
da,
who is
da.
it?
Oh,
You'll have to
boy.
tune in next time to
Yeah.
find out who.
Dang it.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for all the show of support and the cards. We have some really spicy cards here today. We're going to go around now and tell you about who we are, where you can find us, and what our favorite part of today's episode was. And we'll go in the other direction. We'll start with Zombie.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ, and what else your names you like to call me? I'm the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. You can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. There, among all of the random retweets of D&D stuff, Kirby stuff, and various promotional material I do for the very lovely Stella Luna, I have a pin tweet that is my business card made by the wonderful Lady May, where I do audio editing, video editing, Twitch clipping, all of that fun stuff. That's where you can mostly find me. You can also find me in Stella's Discord. I'm probably the most active in their Discord than more others. So yeah. And to throw one more plug, because I gotta do it. The Ranger thing for Dungeon Dame. Go buy these shirts. There's not every class is up yet, but there's a good fair amount, and there's something there for everyone. I think someone will find something fun to buy from that shop. Favorite moment, I'm probably gonna take this away from some other people, but I got to go first. So is everyone getting stabbed with the arrows?
How dare you? I was going to say that.
It turned in.
Just to piggyback off of what Zombie was saying with Dungeon Dame shirts, I do know that Dame is actively making the other designs now. We got to see a little preview of her fighter shirt, so go check them out.
I know, that's one I'm gonna be picking up. But yeah, no, obviously it turned into a running gag, which is like my favorite part. Open the door, stab. Okay, I'll open the door, stab. I'll open this door, stab. Like, just it had to be my favorite part of this whole. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Next we have Indicus.
Hi, I'm John, aka Indicus. If you want to see my food posts, you can check me out on Facebook or Instagram or
food
Twitter.
Porn.
Food prone. And if you want to check out the games that I make, you can find them on indicarus.itch.io. If you want to play a game with me as a dungeon master, you can come to virtual Greyhawk Con the last weekend of September / first weekend of October. I'm running a couple of games there using 3rd edition D&D set in the Backloonish west of Greyhawk, and they're pretty cool, so I'd love to have you there. My favorite moment from tonight was the splitting the party moment, where we have KayBee disappearing, basically facing off against someone, but then letting the opponent cast a spell on him without even trying to stop him, and then ending up back in his fairy realm, but then coming back and totally looking younger, and then actually having art right behind him. How did you know this was going to happen? How did that even happen? That's crazy.
Prepare for every inevitability.
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't even notice that. Wow. John and Tim passed the perception checks. Awesome. Thank you so much. Next we have GodfatherWraith.
Hey, I'm GodfatherWraith. I really have no social media presence beyond being in Twitch chat with Stella and some of the other members of the community and her Discord. Well, my favorite part, honestly, was Stella getting a chance to beat the shit out of the Garen for probably the second time this entire campaign.
You do so much damage. You do so much damage. Those fights would have been so much easier with KayBee there.
They would have been.
But it was fine.
We should have gone back for him sooner.
Nah, it was fine. It was very good that you had the medallion. Otherwise, you would have fought all the undead. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you very much. Next, we have GeekDice.
Yeah, I'm GeekDice. You won't find me on social media. I gave up on that a long time ago. I guess playing KayBee, I knew at some point there would be a transformative moment. I kind of thought about some possibilities, and it worked out that today was an opportunity to do that. So this will actually be a pivotal moment for KayBee. There will be maybe some changes coming. So we'll see how that goes. That should be fun. That should be interesting. Yeah, I guess today I really enjoyed just the grittiness of combat. Everybody jumping in. There were some tough fights, and you love seeing a little bit of a desperate moment when things are really gritty, and it's like, are we going to do this? Can we do this? Those are the moments you remember for a while. So I think that was my favorite part. Seeing people up and back down and up and back down. It's like, holy smokes. That's scary.
Awesome. Thank you. Next, we have Emma.
Hi, it's me, Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. On Twitch, we have a couple of D&D games going, and on Twitter, I largely just shitpost and troll my friends. I also am writing a TTRPG called All the Witches. You can find information about that at allthewitches_ on Twitter. We're running some one-shots for it next month / early November. So look forward to that. And yeah, my favorite part was, oh gosh, I just had one in my brain. The random thick gold necklace that I picked up because I wanted to be styling was actually mechanically incredibly beneficial. And so that was very nice, and just kind of skipping past a lot of monsters and then Garen automatically noticing all of the traps was beautiful. It was beautiful. Yeah.
I was saying while we were on break that it was totally fine that Garen broke the minigame again, because some of these things, like dungeon crawling things, they don't translate very well on stream, because it's like, okay, move 5 feet, roll perception, roll investigation, roll to disarm trap, right? Oh no, you didn't roll high enough and take the trap. And like, it can get kind of repetitive and boring. So it was fine. It worked out fine. I think the pace of the session was pretty good. And it was pretty interesting. We had some very cool things happen. I think my favorite part was giving Pole a little bit of hope to find Penny Sprinkle. At least you have a direction to go now. You can check in on her.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, and we'll see more of that next session. And then I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen with KayBee. I mean, that was off of a card draw. So we'll see what happens as a consequence of that, because I'm sure it's gonna have a rippling effect. But yeah, I'm still Luna. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. If you want to catch this game, we'll be back in 2 weeks. We'll be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern time as always. And I just want to say thank you so much to all of our Patreons. Because of all of your support, we are able to run all of the things on this channel that we can. If you want to see what you can get for being a Patreon, you can check out that link there. Everyone on the screen here is a Patreon. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.